Hi and welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to do a review of the Reverend Double Agent OG guitar. Reverend guitars, great value for money. They sit in what I'd say is the affordable category of guitars. By that I mean guitars in the ilk of Fender Strats Mexican made, PRS SEs, Chapman guitars if you're familiar with that brand, the Korean made ones. So price wise, they here in Australia these retail for around $1,500, somewhere like that, maybe $1,400. Second hand all day long between $700 and $1,000. You don't see a lot of these second hand on the Australian market. I think it's a growing brand. It's certainly got its following of people who play guitars, but it's not a Fender, it's not a Gibson, and so you don't see as many of these around. I've just recently sold this guitar actually, and it was the only second-hand Reverend guitar on eBay in my area at that time. So yeah, not a lot of them around. Having said that, they value-wise, second-hand, they do okay, but they're not a Fender or Gibson, and so if you know, they won't hold their value as much as one of those guitars would. But look, it's a great guitar, and as I say, in its category, it's outstanding, great value. Let's go and have a look at it. Let's start at the top. The headstock. Well, what do you think of that? It's not a Fender headstock, but it's I like it. I think it's a little unusual. I really like the Reverend logo there. It's got the Reverend pin locking tuners, and you can hopefully see there the little signed by Zach, I think his name is. Apparently he quality assures all of the guitars that come out of Reverend. These are made in Korea, as I mentioned, but I think they're made in Korea, shipped to the States where they're kind of given the once over and then they're shipped out. So really good quality guitar, really well QA'd, excellent. So yeah, so we have the pin locking tuners. We then have a roasted maple neck. The neck on this is terrific. It's not heavy gloss. It's got a light finish on it. It's definitely finished. Got a bit of figuring on there too. I don't know if you can see that, but it's really nice. Feels great in the hand. It's probably a slim C, if I could describe it like that. It feels like my Fender Strat, but it's not quite as bulky as that. Not that the Fender Strat is a huge handful, but this is quite slim. It's got 22 medium jumbo frets. It's not a rosewood. I thought it was a rosewood fingerboard, but it's not when I looked it up. It's a blackwood. I call it blackwood something or other. Blackwood. But look, it looks like rosewood, feels like rosewood. It's got the kind of clay sort of looking dots. Not clay, of course, at this price point, but it looks good. Gives it a bit of a vintage feel. Going down on the body, you've got a offset sort of Telecaster style body. It's got binding right around the body of the guitar. Three-way Telecaster style switch, so you've got tone, volume, three-way switch. The famous Reverend bass contour, so when that's fully anti-clockwise, the guitar has all of the bass frequencies, gives it more of that humbuckery type of sound. Roll it off clockwise direction, you get that single coil kind of stratty sound. Very useful, I can imagine, in a band mix if you're having trouble with bass frequencies and things, you could roll that off and the guitar would lift in the mix. Really useful feature. It's a really good thing that Reverend have done with that, and it's quite unique. Got a P90 style pickup in the neck position and a humbucker in the bridge position. You've got the stop tail piece arrangement here with the tunematic bridge and the stop tail piece on the end there, just very Gibson-esque in its makeup. And look, that's what is so great about this guitar. It's like a melding of different model guitars. You've got that kind of Strat-feely 25.5-inch scale neck. You've got the Telecaster style setup. You've got the Gibson 12-inch radius. So it's an amalgam of all of the fabulous guitars at an affordable price. What more could you ask for? It plays great. I'm not going to play for you today. I'm not set up really here to play on YouTube, and there's lots of YouTube reviews of people playing them, so if you want to hear it played, go to one of those. But look, I highly recommend them. I think it's a great guitar, as I say, in its category. It's a little bit unique, and it's beautifully finished. It's just that you can't fault the manufacture of this. It's, you know, the paint job is immaculate. As I said, the neck is wonderful. All of the equipment on the guitar is great quality. So for the money, you can't go wrong. Highly recommend them. So that's it. This is the Reverend Double Agent OG. I suggest you check them out. Thanks for watching. Bye.